Okay, so this video is probably going to get taken down too. Okay, so I have a family member who's not in the country right now, who works for the government, who lives in a third world country, is from there, but works here. Family. Not of my nationality. Let's just say that. So, in that country, if you say, for instance, let's just love it. Everybody's got the flu, so I'm just like, whatever. Okay. So in that specific country, which I won't name names because my YouTube will go down, if your husband accuses you of a crime, which I don't know if anybody has read a book lately, but if your husband accuses you of a crime and he gets your brother or his brother and says that actually his brother and says, yeah, she did it, they stone you. They shave your head, they throw you in prison, and they rape you in prison and beat you. And American women think God, they have problems? I don't think so. So, she came to this country to go to school. She has a degree in teaching in her country, which both her parents were educated. She is not, I don't even want to say the word because everybody gets so freaked out about it. She is not in the religious fanaticism of her country. She happens to be something else, but they have to hide it. So if you go publicly and don't do what they want you to do, the religious fanatics, you're stoned to death in public. So when people think that they are so under barrage here, they need to rethink it. Well, it's not our country, it's not our problem. They're this religion and that religion and that religion. It's not the way it is, you guys. Every night at 6 p.m., they have no electricity. Ever. They can't use a phone. Ever. That's just the way they have always lived. They don't know any other way. And they're right next to India. So before people think they know what's going on in another country because they watch ABC News, you might want to talk to somebody who's actually there and who has lived through it and been persecuted because of it and has made a new life for themselves here and behaves and pays their taxes and works a great job for the government and teaches people their own language so that they can go over there and beat those people up. Don't get me started. I'm uploading this right now. If you're going to take the time to insult people because you don't know who they are, and I'm not talking about religious fanaticism because I don't believe in that, but I'm talking about people who are stuck in countries, third world countries, who don't have the choice but to do that. Or they would be stoned to death in public, by the way. And if they're taken to prison, they shave women's heads, and men too, but nobody accuses the men because it's male dominated. So let's just say, for an instance, one religious fanatic doesn't like you. You're prettier. You smell different. That woman can go to her husband and want you to die. So you can't be attractive. You have to hide your face. And you can't move your eyes. So I can't go to her country because if I go to her country, they'll see my blue eyes. But if I move my eyes in society, they'll point at me like this. And the husband comes before a police officer or whatever they call their police officers and says, she is an adulteress. And they get me and they stone me to death or throw me in their prison system. And women are beaten so badly that their eyes, they cannot even open their eyes in a court of law. And their court of law consists of 6 males. So don't get me started. I know a true account of that country that there was just in the news, and I have a true account of somebody who was there, whose family was there, who was right down the street from what happened, and I know exactly what happened. Because the problem with villages is everybody talks. Everybody knows what's going on with who. Everybody has to ignore situations. Everybody knows what's really going on because that's how they stay alive. So when people start to put one and one together, they might just get two. That's my point. Don't get me started.